I think, Diana, it starts with that vulnerability,
Yeah.
being vulnerable and receptive to the idea that, experiences and situations along the way have made it difficult. I think, Diana, it starts with that vulnerability,
Yeah.
being vulnerable and receptive to the idea that, experiences and situations along the way have made it difficult. For example, just to be able to be in a conversation with a family member about politics or social justice issues, Black Lives Matter,
Yes.
racial injustice, and those kind of things. So I think what I was able to get in touch with especially through the work in the Rise Advocate program, it was a very individual journey that we took together. But in that individual work, being quiet and giving space to find out where did you stop talking, or why didn't you start talking? Like, as you grew up, where did you change or stop engaging, and where did you get scared to really say what you believe in? And of course, when you do that, when you shut down, I mean, I stopped listening too. So I am as guilty as, discounting opinions of my family members as sometimes I've always felt they were of mine, my opinions. But all that to say, what has been made possible through that inside work is to have some courage and some persistence and a grace, certainly some grace,
Yes.
and some equipping to sit across the table from somebody you love a lot, but don't agree with at all.
Yeah.
Say, wow, tell me how you came to that conclusion, or tell me more about why you believe that. And to not have my heart pound out of my chest, or sweat drip down the back, to be able to breathe and listen and be with that, and then be able to say something back that isn't offensive or angry, but maybe poses a question or even a challenge, or just explains a little bit about how I see it differently. There's been an incredible amount of progress in that regard. Doesn't mean I want to change anyone's opinion. I mean, I would love it if some opinions changed in my family, but I want to be able, to be the right size inside, to be a model and an example of a different perspective, but to do so in a loving and respectful way. There's a lot of trauma in all that's been going on. I don't in any way claim to understand, what a lot of people are experiencing, but I know in my experience, even as a white person, it's scary, it's unknown. There's shame, there's guilt, there's all these things that kind of swirl around and really make it difficult to just be in one another's presence. But I thank you in particular, Diana, for helping, to guide and help me develop some ability to be in those conversations, because it starts there. I mean, Facebook, social media, things we, shout out on email and other things, that's easy. That's easy to shoot people down. It's much more difficult, with classmates from high school and people you've known your whole life, to say, I see it a little bit differently.
Yeah.
And for that to be okay. So I thank you for that.
And, Sarah, I just wanted to just put an emphasis on that, because that's the real good work. That is the good work that will change this nation. And that's the reason why I wanted to bring that up in this conversation, because I want everyone to hear that it won't be comfortable. It's going to be uncomfortable. You might offend people. Anger comes into play. However, if we can settle into that and we can move beyond that and we can dig down deep and do that real good work, we will see a big change. And I know that this is what you're all about. That's how you want people to be happy. You want people to be joyful. You want people to love their work. And not a lot of people are happy at work because they see and feel injustice that's happening. And that's the reason why we're seeing people that are saying, no more. I'm not doing that anymore. And so I'm really confident that your work, and along with all of the stuff you've learned over the years, is only going to enhance the clients' lives that you work with Real Good Ventures. And I know that there's just certain elements of Real Good Ventures that are really going to just help propel this conversation and this work of advocacy and justice forward. you know.